All right, so I got to take a little bit of a sidetrack break from the 2014 Explorer water pump because we got to take care of another thing. We have delivery today, and yes, the day has finally come where a few days ago I purchased the Starlink and it showed up today, so we're gonna get it installed. I wasn't really in a position that I wanted to do it yet, or where I wanted to do it yet, but such is life. So we're gonna get this thing unboxed, get it installed, and let's see how it works. All right, before I get too far here, I got a little ahead of myself. Went and jerked this package open. It's stuck on my boot. Kia pieces. But I wanted to kind of unbox and share this with you guys as well. So I actually got some pretty decent blow molded plastic casing for that. That'll make some nice heat. So I don't know what the receiver size is for that. It comes with this nice metal base, but I don't know that I'm using it, and I'll explain that here in a second when we do a little dimensional check here. Here's the satellite dish. You don't need to worry about that. Self, I gotta set you down so I can handle this stuff. So here's the dish itself. Our little plug and play system. I think this is the Gen 2 router. I am not entirely sure. I do know that you need a adapter to run an ether cord off of this. So there is that, because I don't see a place where you plug in an ether cord. So, or a booster, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna try not to break this stuff. And then there's our power cord. So we run this wire outside to hook this up, and then we'll go from there. So my plan is to have the router right up there in that corner, and hopefully Katie will be able to pick up the Wi-Fi in the house and use it in there. That is my hope, my plan, whatever you want to call it. That's my hope. Otherwise, we're going to have to get the adapter and run a cord to the house with a secondary router, booster, whatever you want to call it. But we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Let's get this thing set up and see if it works. All right, so I spent $700 on this equipment and then the first month's subscription, so nothing more appropriate than using some of the old 851 New Holland baler to bork it. Oh, nice. Solid already. We're even putting an extra one in there. Look at that, Luke. You're welcome, bud. Second screw. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Just rigid as hell. So I'm gonna warn you, every part of the internet's gonna hate this dish installation. We're gonna slide that in there, and oh, these are for later, so we'll just tuck them in my pocket. We want to make sure that's nice and secure on there so the wind can't get rid of it, blow it down, and all that stuff. So I figure what better way to do that than good old electrical tape. Some 3M. Don't be afraid to get after it on this now. You want this thing to stay on there. It'll be flying off in the wind 70 miles an hour. You gotta buy a new one. You're homeowner's insurance doesn't like that stuff. So I get this thing on here like that. Yeah, just get it on there, good and tight. Make sure she's feeling stable. Yeah. Borked. There we got that one. Okay, so we took a little 2x4, put across here, cut a little piece of OSB. We don't need to be fancy. I coiled up the rest of my cord and kind of used that as kind of my security-ish a little bit for this router, because we got the bathroom door here closing, the outside door slamming all the time, and I don't want this thing falling on the floor if at all possible. So we might do a little bit more yet just to give that thing a little bit of a safety net, but I think it's going to be okay sitting there once we get her figured out where she likes to be. So we're going to go ahead and plug this thing in and see what happens. I don't know if anything on the front lights up or does stuff. I have no idea. Is it supposed to? I don't know if it's supposed to light up or what it's supposed to do. It appears that, well, there's a light in there that says it's on, doing stuff or something. So we're gonna assume that it is on and doing stuff. I don't know that the satellite's moving at all, but I guess you have to give it some time. Oh, it looks like I can almost see a little steam off of it. I don't know if it's heating, but I think you gotta give it 20 minutes or, oh, look at that. Check that shit out. How cool is that? Oh, look at that. She's looking for the fucking hell. The hell is that noise? She's just fucking right with the world now. So I don't know if that's its position and it's happy. I don't know. I'm gonna get the phone out and I'll figure out the app and we'll see what we got. All right, so it's been about 15, 20 minutes since we got everything plugged in and hooked up, and we should have a pretty decent base idea. I do notice in the wind that thing bobbles just a little bit, so we might put a stabilizer from the building out to that post and put a clamp on it, so that way we're not getting any, you know, from here to satellite. You know, you want that thing to be rock solid, so that might be affecting our speeds a little bit, I'm assuming. So we're gonna go ahead and take, we're gonna do a speed test here. Let's find out what we got. See where it's at. Speed test. Restart test. See where we're, download speeds are at 20 over here in the window. 20.474. Uploading around 9. $9.25. So show more test details. I don't know what the average network is and all that other stuff. I have no idea. Latency is 50 50 milliseconds. I don't know how good these things are. It seems like it's working. It's playing videos. Computer seems like it's rocking just fine on the Wi-Fi. So until I try to upload a video, I don't know for sure, but there you go.